Slam Sector contains levels of brain rot that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Slam Sector After Dark. Today, we're going to be doing a whole lot of probably irresponsible speculation about what's going to be happening in 11th edition. Welcome to Speculation Sector. Should we just have that as like a segment? Should we just always have that? Speculation Sector?
Sector? Listen, if we've talked about segmentizing this show, and I think that if we do, Speculation Sector needs to be a segment. So someone remember that, because that's great.
Well, this is probably going to be a long, lengthy...
Speculector?
Nope, we're done. We're done. Moving on.
Hey, Ryan, we were going to, Ryan, you and I had talked about the fact that we were going to do a celebratory firing at the end of this show. Ryan, you're fired.
You can't fire people.
I mean...
Listen.
Is he fired now?
Thin ice.
I'm going to fire everyone.
Everyone's fired.
Including myself. This is episode 100
right.
of Slam Sector After Dark. Whoever thought we would do 100 of these daggum things? Not me.
I didn't. I thought 5x5 would have come back by now.
This is 5x5 Junior. So we're talking about, obviously, the things that are we think are getting cut going into 11th edition. Talking about things that are coming back or will be added is going to be a different stream. This is only things that we think are going to get removed. So, before we get into the nitty-gritty, I would like to encourage you all to hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Consider joining us as a channel member to get in on all the cool votes that we have going on. They just voted on my Orks sub-faction, my detachment that I'm going to be running. I'm going to be running Dread Mob against the Knights on Monday. So that'll be a good time. So make sure you guys join us for that matchup. And we got some more exciting stuff coming on in the future. Some things that I don't want to reveal quite yet. Just know that you'll want to tune in for our April Fool's stream on March 30th. More details to come later. So, are you guys ready to get into it? We're going to go...
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
I'm going to have the Munitorum Field manual pulled up. And we're going to go codex by codex, army by army, and talk about the units that we think are going to get removed. We're going to talk about the larger Space Marines faction at the end as their own thing, because I feel like that's going to be like half the stream on its own. We'll talk about the individual sub-faction codexes for Space Marines, but the overall Space Marines faction we'll do at the end. So, starting with Sisters. Well, no. Actually, first, here's what I want to do. I want to talk about two things that I think are blanket going away in 11th edition.
Okay.
I think, maybe a hot take, I think all aircraft and I think all faction terrain is going away. I think that's all getting sent to Legends or just like axed altogether.
Oh, how interesting.
Really?
Okay, so I will say I don't. However, I think that it's going to get cold. I think we're going to see like minimum aircraft. So, you'll see when we go through the list. But like, so for example, I will just get it out of the way. For example, I think the Thunderbolt and the Avenger obviously going the fuck away. Do they even have a data sheet? But the Valkyrie maybe not.
They might already be Legends actually.
It might already be Legends. I have no clue. I was going through the store, whereas you're doing the MFM. So, like, might be different. But, like, I think stuff like the Valkyrie and the Black Star, we'll talk about Deathwatch when we get there. But, like, if Deathwatch is a faction, I think the Black Star is safe. Right?
Yeah.
If, I think there's going to be other things like that I think are going to be safe. But, like, as a whole, I think aircraft is going to get cut down severely. For example,
there's a
Valkyrie for sure.
Not Valkyrie, but like
not the Valkyrie,
the Thunderbolt or whatever the fuck they're called.
The Thunderbolt and the Avenger.
Yeah,
which are both Forge World kits, anyways. Yeah. So,
well, before we move on to Sisters, I want to say thank you to the Alicord for dropping $5 to celebrate After Dark episode 100. Thank you so much. Really appreciate
So
it.
I don't keep liquor upstairs.
I hardly know her.
But I should start keeping liquor so I can take shots when people donate, because that's what I did on my stream and it was
I have
lucrative.
I want chat to know this. Due to my severe crippling fucking ADHD, I have opened
2 beers.
3 beers.
3 beers.
3 beers in preparation for this stream. I haven't finished any of them, so I'm just like switching back and forth between them.
That's your Red Corsair name.
Part of me feels like I probably should have just like not said anything and just randomly been pulling up different beers every time I take a sip, but
your Red Corsair name is Jordo 3 beers.
Jordo 3 beers. 3 brews?
Jordo,
I don't know. There's something there.
3 brews. I love 3 brews.
Hell yeah.
Thrice brewed.
Thrice brewed. Love it.
Does anybody else have broad takes?
I
Those
don't
are my
have any
2 broad
broad takes. I think that's pretty online. I mean, again, mine is like my broad take was the same with the aircraft, but less.
Mm-hmm.
Less they're just going away altogether. More they're just kind of
they're
getting
going
cut down.
Yeah, and then I feel the same way about old indirect fire.
Like
So any
as a
indirect
whole?
fire, no. Any indirect fire their vehicles that are outdated, I think are not going to get refreshed. They're just going to go away.
Interesting. Okay, we'll talk about those when we get there.
Yeah, we're going to talk about those when
I
we
don't
get
think
there.
aircraft are going to go away, but I don't have a really strong opinion on that.
But I agree with faction terrain. I think faction terrain may stay in the store as terrain, but I don't think it will.
Yeah, I think it'll go away as units.
I forgot we had faction terrain.
Well, it's because it's all bad.
Although-
It's all like unusable.
Although we could also see the AOS model, which we'll talk about in a future stream. The AOS model
Maybe.
of free faction. Everyone gets a free piece of faction terrain.
Maybe. Unlikely, but we'll see. So now we can finally talk about sisters.
Mhm.
So I have for sisters just a couple of things. I think for the most part they're probably pretty safe. I think Saint Celestine is their oldest model.
Which
Celestine came out in
obviously
7th edition. So not really super very old at all. My only like, hey, maybe this goes away is like the Ministorum Priest might just become Imperial agents only. But like I think that's even like kind of a big question mark. I think kind of for the most part, sisters are pretty safe. I don't know. Do you think the Exorcist is going away since you hate indirect fire? Apparently,
No, I don't. I don't. Again, it was
Too new?
specifically like it's too new, and it shares a kit. Isn't it a shared kit with the? No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Too new, and I think that's like I think that I don't think it's everything. If anything, the Exorcist, like, so I don't expect this. It's hard to talk about this without talking about things we're talking about later. But like the rhinos, right? I don't
Sure.
think the sisters rhinos are going to get an upgraded kit, right? Like
no.
yeah. I think the sister
They're
will
pretty
still
new.
use the old rhino. Right, but
Yeah.
it still uses parts from the old rhino mold.
Well, it's still the old Rhino, just like with an extra sprue.
Yeah. So but no, I have sisters
Well, it's
marked
like
as safe,
Not old, not Ryan old, but old-ish.
but the old like 10-year-old rhino, not the, Stone Age
yeah,
rhino.
it's like it was like a redo of the like Horus Heresy Rhino, right?
No,
No.
it
It wasn't
predates the Horus
like-
Heresy rhino.
It was a redo of the old Ryan
Yes.
level.
A redo of
Yeah.
the Rhino. Yes.
Sorry,
Yeah,
my
but it
stream
uses
is
the
lagging
current-
out real hard for some reason.
It uses part of the current rhino kit with an extra Sisters of Battle sprue that does, yes, look like the arch panel rhino, the current Horus Heresy rhino.
I'll take
yeah.
your word on it.
That's,
I
that's
haven't
kind of
cracked
beside
one
the
open,
point.
so I don't
But
know.
yeah. But yeah, I think like overall sisters are probably pretty safe. I think their entire range is like too new.
So you see-
What is going on?
So you see how this is the current rhino,
Yeah.
and this is the extra Sisters of Battle sprue.
Okay.
And
Interesting.
I will
I
be
did
doing
that.
this for all kits. All kits Ryan's confused on. I will have within. Oh God, my
Your camera doesn't even want to focus on it.
All kits that Ryan has questions on, I will have within arm's reach.
Please
Don't
don't.
worry,
Um.
I'm gonna put that to the test.
it's just this one.
Any other thoughts on sisters before we move on?
No, I think they're. I
I think they're pretty
sisters are
safe.
totally
honestly.
safe.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the Golden Banana Boys, Custodes. Frankly, I think Custodes are probably going to lose a lot.
Really?
Really?
I do. So,
And this goes to the datasheet versus refresh thing. I guess you think they're going to lose a lot of their like heresy stuff?
pretty much all Forge World stuff, yeah.
Okay. But some of it's been updated to plastic.
I think all of the Forge World stuff that hasn't been updated to plastic is getting removed.
Cool. Agreed.
I think Telemon is going away. I think the Sagittarum Custodians are going away. Fucking Agamatus Custodians, do you know what those are?
Not a fucking
Nobody
clue.
knows what those are, right?
What
Those
that
are Horus Heresy biker custodians.
What?
Yeah.
like jet bike or motorbike?
Jet bike.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that basically anything that like hasn't already been shown off as getting updated to plastic is going away.
Didn't the Telemon?
The Contemptors did. The Achilles and the Galatis got updated. The Telemon did not.
Okay.
I could see, like, my only argument is that, like, hey, that could also just get updated, right?
Sure, it could.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. Because like,
I think
yeah,
I think they might get something else in plastic to replace it.
Sure,
but I think like the Telemon is going away.
Yeah, I think otherwise I largely agree with you. The one thing that you didn't mention that I think is going away is the Venerable Dreadnought.
What? They have a Venerable Dreadnought?
Sure do. Dreadnought. It's just Dreadnought, I think.
What?
Do they not? They did.
Oh, Venerable Contemptor. Oh, it's Contemptor.
Nope. No?
No, they
They
don't
have...
have Dreadnought.
Oh, they did? Okay, then maybe they lost it. I thought that they still had it.
No, they haven't.
Then never mind. I think that that confirms some things I think about later.
Great.
They did last edition. They had the Vendread. I know that for sure.
I'll take your word
But
for it.
I guess they lost it. This one.
Are you about to pull up the sprue? You have the sprue in hand?
Yeah. Where's that?
No.
I'm
They
confused.
just used this.
Sean, I'm confused
I'm
about
confused.
this kit. Can I
Where's the
see the
sprue?
sprue, please?
They just used the Space
Okay,
Marine one.
Lame.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I think. I think basically everything that's not plastic already is going to go away.
Again, I think I largely agree, but I think that some of that stuff is going to get updated, so it won't go away. And that may be the clue to what.
Like
is going away,
Sagittarum
like
are
with-
largely unnecessary, I think. Agamatus are unnecessary.
Which one of the Sagittarum?
They're just like bolt gun custodians.
Yeah, those ones I think are going away. I think the extra bikes for sure. The only ones that I could see them like, and it'd be cool if they did like an updated 40K version, is the jump jet ones. Like I think
The Venatari, yeah. Those are getting
Yeah,
updated to plastic though, so I don't think they're going away.
right, but I could also see those going away because we're going to get a 40K specific version of them,
Maybe.
which
Yeah.
like would be cool. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
All
right. Mechanicus. So this is another one where I think that largely they're safe because basically all of their range is very new. My only thought is like the Archaeopters going away because I think they're getting rid of aircraft, but like besides that, I don't really think there's anything they'll get rid of.
Those were the only ones that I had as a possible, is the Archaeopters.
Yeah.
Everything else is like new and like looks good. The Archaeopters like also look good, but I just don't know. I don't think they see much use, right?
So my not hot take is obviously Webway Gate.
Sure.
Oh wait, is
Faction
that even a
train.
thing anymore? Is that actually gone already?
I think all the faction train is already Legends.
It's not.
Yeah, it might already be
Guard still has the wall. Tau still have the shield wall. Yeah, okay, never mind. Fuck. It's already gone. Cool.
They do.
My hot take that some people will be very upset about is I think all Harlequins are going away.
Like completely?
I think they might like keep a character or two. They might
And the
like
troop?
They might like nope. I think the troop's gone. I think they might keep like the Death Jester and like maybe the Solitaire. But I think all of the other Harlequin stuff is going to go away altogether. My less upset people hot take is that they seem to have kind of given up on Ynnari, so I wouldn't be shocked to see Ynnari go also.
I think especially with like them having the Corsairs and like them not interacting.
Well, so I
with
think
Ynnari.
Corsairs are kind of replacing Harlequins.
Yeah, so I think that there's my like dream would be as a new Eldar player apparently. Didn't know I was an Eldar player until
Welcome, my child.
I did this. I would love to see the Corsairs become the Ynnari. Like sort of get like that same sort of soup feel, that same sort of Eldar soup feel.
Oh, sure. Yeah. They become the soup faction instead of Ynnari.
Yeah.
Not to get too far into like new things coming speculation, but do you think that they could make essentially an Eldar agents type codex that has Corsairs, Ynnari stuff, the Harlequins, and maybe even Exodites?
Yeah, so like I think that's a discussion for that like could be a stream on its own, right?
Yeah.
The three of us could talk about that on its own and I think it'd be kind of fun. But like I don't see that happening just because the sales are so much worse. But Eldar, I assume, is a pretty decently selling faction at this point.
Oh yeah,
just
for sure.
Due to strength of rules. Because like historically Eldar did not sell well. But like strength of rules plus the new models plus Corsairs, like Corsairs seem to be pretty well liked. The new models, the Void Reavers, like all that kind of stuff.
I mean, I don't know if there's been an edition of 40k where Eldar weren't at least briefly very broken.
Sure, but like they have at least not in the last, at least not in what we consider modern 40k since 8th edition, and I think 7th edition they were too. The just historically sales figures, like they didn't sell well. It's one of the reasons why there were so many dated Eldar kits was because despite them being really good, they didn't sell well. It's the same thing that happened with a lot of the elf kits in Warhammer Fantasy. It's one of the things that actually killed fantasy.
All my homies hate elves.
Yeah, is how bad. It's just a weird like thing. Unless you do it well, it doesn't like. It just becomes bland, Yeah. And I think that they've done a good job with the modern Eldar. Like a lot of the modern like Eldar. What are the basic aspect warriors called?
Guardians. Dire Avengers.
Dire Avengers. Dire Avengers and Guardians like almost kind of look like Tau now in like a
Dire
weird
Avengers
way.
haven't been updated.
Okay, then it's the Guardians. So the Guardians like kind of have like a Tau vibe as far as like how they're painted in the new modern models. Like not in say in a bad way, but like in a way that makes them look really good. So I think that they've done a good job of like selling the Eldar. So if any faction's going to get an agents a version of agents, obviously I think first would be Chaos, and then second I think would be
Agents
Eldar.
of the Aeldari.
Chaos, really?
Agents of Chaos?
For sure, Chaos is easy to do. Agents of Chaos. I mean, the name sounds great, Agents of Chaos. Like,
it
but
sells itself.
You can't. Yeah, it sells itself.
What was it? One Speed in the Discord
conversation.
Mentioned Warlock and Warlock Conclave. These are pretty new. I think these models are from like 8th edition. I don't think they're going to go away anytime soon.
I think the Warlock Skyrunner is still pretty dated though, isn't it?
No, Warlock Skyrunner came out at like the same time, I think. Warlock Skyrunner came out at the same time as like the Farseer Skyrunner and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what's
Striking Scorpion Phoenix Sword is going to go to Legends.
Karandras! Ooh, from the top rope. Rip Karandras.
I had to throw that as a Drukhari player. I had to throw that in there.
Yeah,
I think I agree with Yvrain, the Incarn, and
Vizark.
Vizark. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I agree with that.
I could see those going to Legends.
So my hot take is Harlequins. My less hot take is Yunari.
And then Hemlock.
Yeah, planes going away. Yeah.
So like
I'm not
the Hemlock,
so sure about
the
Harlequin part.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know that's a hot take.
I think that's a hot take. I could see the range getting shrunk a little bit. I couldn't tell you exactly where. I think
there's
the
like
Solitaire
4
gets-
units. What do you mean? What do you mean?
There's more than that. There's more than that. There's
This
the Void Reaver.
is all because they popped off. What was it? Early 9th or early 10th?
They're seeing some. They're seeing a little bit of. Some of them are seeing a little bit of play now again.
They have,
and I only know that because I'm
2. Is that it? 2 non-character units?
You have the bikes, the troop.
Oh, the bikes.
The bikes, the troop, and the like speeder.
Yeah. That's not. There's only so much shrinking you can do.
The Void Reaver, yeah. Well, but like the Void Reaver, like I could see the Void Reaver going easy. The Star Weaver easy, because those are one kit. The bikes, I feel like if like something's gonna be safe, the Sky Weavers might be safe. Shadow Seer, I think is the same kit as the Solitaire, so I think it's safe.
That's not. It's a different kit.
Is it a different kit? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, kind of interesting. But like, if they roll them into more of a Corsairs thing, dope.
Yeah.
All right,
Guard. I don't really have honestly too much to say about Guard. I think Nork Deadog will go away.
Who?
Exactly. He's an.
I know who Nork
he's an
Deadog
Ogren character.
No
the
model,
ogre
right?
out there.
He has a model.
He's got a model. Yeah,
It's old, but he has a model.
it's old.
Is it
isn't
on the store?
I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think if there's anything that's going to go to Legends,
I think all the
Guard,
Baneblades.
I don't think they're gonna take the Baneblades away. Didn't they just release? No, I'm thinking of the Falchion and all that.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think they're
No,
gonna
I'm
go
on board.
away. I think if anything's going to go away, it's going to be Catachans.
Catachan
Yeah,
are getting
so-
refreshed. I don't think
So
they're
I
going
have
away.
so, and that's I think that's
they're
the
going to get
problem.
refreshed, or they're going to go Legends.
I think
for
that's the
an
problem,
edition.
right? So if they do a Legends batch at the start of the edition, which we don't know that they will, but if they do, I think Catachan go away, but I think they will come back.
That doesn't
I
make
also feel-
sense.
I agree, but they did that this edition, right? And they've shown that they will prune stuff like for no fucking reason. And they did do a prune at the start of 9th, despite carrying over the codexes. So like, I think it is what it is.
So old.
Their models are so bad. You have
rough.
they're rough. They for sure are going to leave the store at the start of.
They'll
9th.
leave the store.
Um,
I don't think they're going to get removed from the codex. That doesn't make any sense.
All right, so here's what I have. Here's what I have that I think is going to get Legends.
Okay.
The Wyvern and the Hydra.
No.
I think the Wyvern and the
Why?
Hydra are going to go away. They're AA guns.
The Hydra is. The Wyvern's not.
Sure, but they're one kit.
Wyverns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Hydra gets a bonus against air. It gets a bonus against anything flying. There's a lot of things that are. It's not
Yeah.
just.
It's not
the
aircraft.
aircraft.
It's
You don't have to
anti-fly.
defend it. I'm just saying what I think it is, right? The Hydra and the
We're
Wyvern.
bringing you back
because
to
again,
Earth, nerd.
Guard
Bring it
is
back
as
to
inflated.
Earth.
Guard is almost as inflated as Space Marines. They're the two ranges that like need to be like shrunk.
I mean, if you get rid of Baneblade chassis, that's like 8 sheets right there.
Sure, I don't think they'll do that. I love
I
that
do.
take.
I do
I
too,
love
but I
that
think it's
take.
going. I think it's going to send to Legends.
I think the Thunderbolt for sure. I had on my list, which sucks because I like Thunderbolt, and then the Avenger and the
Thunderbolt
Cyclops
is already gone. Thunderbolt's already gone. Avenger's gone. Really? What's the fucking little?
It's
The-
crazy to me
the-
that the Cyclops.
Oh yeah. The demolition vehicle.
The little bomb thing.
Yeah, the Cyclops I have on my
Oh,
list too.
here's Avengers here. Yeah. Cyclops is going to go away. Yeah, unfortunately.
Is it not already Legends?
No, it's right here.
Oh,
It's 20. It's 25 points.
Yeah,
it's the
and
same
so the
price.
Avenger-
It's cheaper than some enhancements.
And the Avenger Strike Fighters right there too.
Yeah. I'm shocked that the Avengers even still in here.
And then I have update guesses, but we're not talking about that. So,
Ryan, you have any takes on Guard?
If they're not refreshing Catachans in 11th, I could see them going out of the Codex for an addition.
I think
And then coming
Scions are
back
even more
in, like,
likely than
12th.
that than Catachan though.
Really? Scions
Sure.
are kind of a staple of Guard. They're the Stormtroopers.
And Catachan aren't?
Catachan are just
It
one,
used
That's crazy.
one
they didn't
Catachan
used
are
to
just
be.
one flavor of regiment. Scions are
Scions.
across all Scions are across all Guard regiments. They're like the Stormtroopers.
Mm.
The Cadians have their special Castercan, which is just their flavor of
Mhm.
Stormtrooper. But if you took out Scions, then all of a sudden Stormtroopers for everyone except Cadians are gone. They're not going to do that.
Well, you say that they did that for a while for a lot of things for
I
Discadians, right?
don't know why they wouldn't.
So I don't know.
No, they're not going to do that. Those
I don't think
the Scion kit's not that bad either. It might
Scion
be
kits
old.
are not that
I don't know how
bad.
old it is.
the Taurox is like one of the most widely hated models in 40k.
Hey, so I have the Taurox as my
I think it's cool.
refresh guess for Guard. Is the Taurox is getting refreshed this
I think it's better with wheels.
That's crazy.
I put wheels on mine. They look dope with wheels, but
Yeah, a lot of people don't like the half track thing. I like it, but I know it's not
I do
for
too.
everyone.
I do too, and that's why I said I think they should be refreshed. There's nothing in this range that needs refreshing. It's all new. It's all brand fucking new.
Templars, I might note, is they're safe.
Yeah, it's all brand fucking new. There's nothing here that needs replacing.
The
Except
Crusader
for the
Squad was the thing,
Crusader.
and then it got like smushed together, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, the Land Raider Crusader.
Crusader. I think
Updating.
Land Raiders are safe.
Yeah, for sure.
I would
Land
be
Raiders are for
shocked
sure
if
safe.
they took out Land Raiders.
I think
That's
this is gonna go away because I think you're just gonna be able to use the normal ones again because this is dumb. The Stern Guard.
Well, the reason they're there is because we don't get Oath. And the
I know.
Oath.
I think that will change. some aspect of that will change. They get rerolls to wound or something like that against the Oath target. And since Black Templars don't get Oath, then that rule doesn't do anything. So they have to have their own Black Templars data sheet.
Get rerolls to wound against the closest enemy model.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Broadly, I think Black Templars are fine.
This edition.
Yeah, I think broadly Templars are fine. I think there's like an outside chance that we lose our special tanks.
Yeah,
but I'd be sad about it.
Do you think if we lost our special tanks, everyone else would just get access to multi-meltas?
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah, I think if they're going to get rid of them, that's how they would do it, right? Because then you'd have a bunch of people running around with like fucking impulsors with multi-meltas on them.
Yeah, true. I'd be happy with that. We've seen that happen with the
Land Raider Crusader.
Well, sure, but also I was going to say the intercessors having access to melee weapons that aren't on their sprue but are on the chapter specific upgrades.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could see that. I'd be happy with that actually.
Yeah, me too. Blood Angels. I think Blood Angels are largely safe except for this little fucker up here. The Ball Predator is gone.
Yeah, I think the Ball Predator is gone, but I think that's because
is that part of your broader Predator discussion?
No, I think the Ball Predator is gone.
You think the Ball in particular?
I think specifically the Ball Predator is gone. Yeah, it's its own kit, right? So it's like I think it'll go.
Yeah,
away.
it's its own kit. I think the Ball Predator is gone because we're gonna get a Ball Gladiator.
The Death Company Dreadnought is still a firstborn Dreadnought?
No, it's not. It is it's a
Redemptor.
Brutalis. It's a Brutalis with an
Yeah,
upgrade.
Brutalis. Okay, cool.
So
that'll stay.
I do think that we will get I do think that the Ball Gladiator, the community will begin calling it the Ball Gag-iator. And Matt
the Gladiator?
Ooh, that's good too. Ball Gladiator.
Yeah, everything else has been like updated pretty recently, so unlikely to go away.
Like as far as kits go, the Blood Angels Chaplain with Jump Pack and the Blood Angels Librarian, I think, are going away. Which are both.
Oh, sure. That's just like generic Space Marine stuff.
The Blood Angels Librarian, I don't know why it exists still. It's like a firstborn librarian.
It's just a librarian for Blood Angels players to run, I guess. I don't know. Demons. I have a big lot of like question marks on my notes for this because I don't know what the fuck is going to happen with demons.
I think I know.
My take is that they're going to get folded into their respective CSM codexes. I know people don't like that. I do, and people are gonna come at me for it, and I don't care.
It would simplify a lot of things because you could then just have CSM able to take however many points from those codexes, and they could either get
that's how it is currently.
Could get demons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't have all the crazy cross contamination. Hopefully, that would also mean, as cult marine factions, we could more easily mix and match demons with our marines.
I would love
being
that.
Stuck to one detachment.
I would love that.
Being locked to single detachments is so fucking dumb.
Yeah, I would love that, and I would also, and then you could just put a demon soup detachment in CSM.
Yeah.
Right? It's fine, and we'll get for Grotmus and shit, we'll get demon soup detachments. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of my take on it. I don't really know enough about like the individual models to say like what is and isn't going away.
No one does.
Flamers might go away because they're old as shit and gross.
There's some old. I think there's some like Forge World stuff in there.
They already tried to kill Karanak and he survived. So.
I mean, Karanak's a good old boy from the old days, so you can't take him away.
They tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just going to go to cults.
Demons is an interesting case, so we'll see what happens. Chaos Knights. So there's a lot of talk in the Imperial and Chaos Knights communities that all of the Forge World stuff is going to go away. I don't think all of it is. I think the Acastus chassis and I think the War Dog will go away. I think all of the other stuff is safe.
The Acastus are the real big ones, right?
Yeah. They're the fucking massive $500 ones.
I think that those for sure will go away. In my notes, I have "Don't you fucking dare touch my Cerastus."
No,
that's what
I think Cerastus sell too well to 40k players for them to get rid of them.
Yeah,
which one's the Cerastus?
The Lancer. The Lancer that Jordan has.
You got a kit to show for me for that, Sean? I'm confused.
Can you hide Ryan? Can you switch to the two panel version of this?
Wow. I will not be silenced.
Yeah. The Cerastus is like the only knight that I've seen that I'm like, hey, I'd buy that. Right. So
yeah. I don't think Cerastus will go away. These Questorius chassis are like a maybe. But like just because they're Questorius, I think they'll probably stay. But who knows? Nobody runs them anyway, so.
I don't know. I haven't done much with knights. I've had knight ideas, but I haven't done a whole lot.
All right, CSM. I have another blanket prediction for all of the CSM chapters, legions, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I think Chaos Spawn are just going away altogether.
Ooh, hot take.
I think Chaos Spawn are going away for every Chaos faction.
I will agree with you. I agree if everything else gets rolled in to the legions.
It's old.
If demons get rolled into legions, yes, I think Chaos Spawn go away. If not, I think Chaos Spawn will be one of the definite refreshes.
Seeing that happening. I would see that being refreshed more than. What would be cool? This is going off the rails a little bit. What would be cool is if, like with Dark Packs, if guys died, they turn into Chaos Spawn.
Well, there's a Thousand Suns faction that does that, or
oh really?
That does that?
I didn't know that.
It's either a stratagem or it's
a stratagem,
or there's also like some stuff in Crusade that'll do it.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, like in the
sense.
battle, you like
a refresh would be cool. I just
Spawn.
don't think that the juice is worth the squeeze for them on the like a Chaos Spawn refresh.
I don't either, especially because like at least for Thousand Suns, they've been replaced by the robots.
Yeah. And if you
as far as
look
use
at,
case.
if we're looking at Space Marine 2, the Chaos Spawn models that they put in that game are like the current Chaos Spawn models.
Mhm.
And so I just like don't think they're going to get refreshed. I think it's much more likely that they just get deleted.
Yeah.
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 Now, also, I think
I'd be surprised if that happened, to be honest.
I think Felgor are going away. I know they're a new kit. They're a kill team. That doesn't save models all the time.
much
I think
use
those are probably going away. And perhaps my hottest take is I think Chaos Bikers are just going away. I don't think they're getting refreshed.
Yeah, so that's all I have that one. Chaos Bikers, I think, are gone.
That is perhaps
don't
my
think-
hottest take in all of CSM.
And I'll tell you why.
I'd be really surprised.
I would not. I would not, because I think there's like a direction we've seen modern chaos go that doesn't fit with old bikers. It also doesn't fit with the Rhino chassis, by the way. We're not talking about that here.
I disagree.
Because I don't think the Rhino chassis is going away for chaos. Because they don't have the whirlwind, right?
Then they don't have a whirlwind. They have
Okay.
a Legends whirlwind. But
Sure.
I think their Predators are
Chaos Marines
safe.
don't have a whole lot of indirect. In fact, they don't have any indirect.
Yeah, the whirlwind is safe. The predators are safe. The rhino's safe. They don't have a razorback. They don't have a whirlwind.
I don't understand what you mean by chaos has gone away from the Rhino. Rhino is a very good tool for Chaos Marines.
You're talking about tools. I'm talking about design aesthetic.
I also disagree with that.
That's fine. You could disagree with it. I'm just saying I don't think the bikers.
We're here to discuss it, Sean. Quit being so defensive. We're here to talk about it. We can disagree.
We can absolutely disagree, but that's not the point I'm making. Is not about the Rhino. That's why I'm saying like that's fine. I'm trying to move on from that point. The bikers, I don't feel like are either necessary or fit in current CSM. Because, and I honestly,
flanker.
Well, sure, but so are like the two different jump pack units you have, or like if you get,
but they're like a small flanker. They're a good cheap like button pusher. I don't know. I could see them getting refreshed, especially with Corsairs being out. Since in the lore, the Hounds of Huron is like a big part of the Red Corsairs.
Yeah,
I
would
think
prefer.
they don't know how to refresh bikers. Is my thing. They don't know how to refresh bikers with like modern. I don't think it's like exclusive to CSM, but I think in like the scope of modern 40K like design language, they don't know how to redesign bikers to like make them fit. I think it's much more likely there's some kind of replacement that isn't bikers. I don't really know off the top of my head what that would be. But I feel like bikers will probably just go away.
It'd be hilarious if Chaos Marines got Juggernaut Cavalry before World Eaters.
Shut the fuck up. So that's what I was going to say. Was if we roll, and that's the other thing too, right? If we roll the demon legions in with the demons in with the legions, then you'll have access to juggernauts.
Bloodletter Juggernauts at the moment.
Bloodletters, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'll cry.
Here's my question: What about? So I know that you think we're going to get rid of all flyers.
Yeah, Helldrake's gone.
Let's just assume for discussion's sake that they're going to go with the limiting aircraft and not.
Then Helldrake stays.
Then you think Helldrake stays? Okay.
Yeah. If they're getting rid of most of them, but not all of them, I think the Helldrake probably stays.
Because I think
it's like new. It's like newish, and it's like a pretty iconic CSM kit.
And I think people I think that I see a lot of new players like get the Helldrake because it's rad. You know,
it's also
a
a
cool
rite of
model,
passage for CSM,
not
like
well.
new players to paint one.
yeah, I agree, Ryan. I think I almost called you Rhino. I agree, Rhino. I think that's
what I was called when I was a kid.
I think that a cool factor will save a lot of kits.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that the Trader Guard and stuff will stay?
Yeah, I think so.
Trader Enforcer, I think,
goes
is less likely to stay, but I think Trader Guardsman will probably stay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see the Trader Enforcer going away though.
I think the Trader Guard and like the sort of the damned units being in the Chaos Space Marines was pretty well received by most Chaos Space Marine players. because
I agree.
lore wise, that's what happens. They have a
Mhm.
bunch of gribbly little dudes running along with them
Yeah.
that are just dying for the dark gods.
Are they battle line?
In one detachment, I
don't
think in one detachment they can become battle line.
Yeah, maybe in the cultist detachment.
Yeah, the cultists are battle line, but the traitor guardsmen are not normally.
Last question for CSM. Well, it's a two-part question. What kit just got revealed for Iron Warriors?
Mutilators.
Mutilators.
And
okay.
Defiler, but that's
Yeah.
not a
But
new-
Mutilators are
the
an
one that I
old
was thinking.
unit that isn't currently in the book.
Oh, they're not in the book currently. Okay, cool.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
They've been out for a few editions,
while.
right?
Yeah, they've been out for a while.
Venom Crawler and Obliterators.
I don't think they'll go away this edition. I think that they're kind of on a ticking clock, but I don't think they're gone this edition.
With the appearance of Mutilators, I do not think Obliterators are going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's possible they get a retool.
My thought originally was Mutilators would come out and be like a dual kit between Mutilators and Obliterators.
That's what I assumed was going to happen.
Then that's not the case, obviously. So then I think Obliterators are safe.
They released the new Terminators, and then a while later released Assault Terminators, which are, I'm assuming, the core bodies.
It's
of
a
those
completely different kit.
It's completely different. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, never mind.
And they have been the old version was also a completely different kit.
Yeah, they were like a Blood Angels specific kit for a little bit, weren't they?
Maybe.
Or maybe they just had their
time.
own. I don't know.
They had their own. They had their own Blood Angels Assault Terminators. I know that, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell you if that.
Let's talk about some Dark Angels. So, here's what I think. I'm obviously a Dark Angels enjoyer.
Mm-hmm.
Going on the list, Ezekiel's gone. I don't think Ezekiel survives. Landspeeder Vengeance is gone. Dark Shroud is gone.
Mhm.
Dark Talon is obviously gone. Black Knights, I think, get refreshed. Command Squad is
Agreed.
gone. I don't think we're going to get a Command Squad. And obviously the Jet Fighter's gone. Lazarus is a maybe.
I don't know who the fuck Lazarus is.
He was just a Primaris. I don't even. Is he Lieutenant? Something? I don't know. He was a Primaris character that came out.
He's a captain, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember exactly.
Based on the looks, he's a captain.
Yeah.
Primaris captain for the.
Feel
Dark
like
Angels.
he might go away because you just run a captain because he just isn't anything special. I think Samael gets a refresh to go along with the Black Knights. So
I should pick up a Lazarus for Templars because that's a great kit.
It's a cool kit, yeah.
Got a ton of build options.
But also,
can you hold up that kid to the camera?
Yeah.
But also, you just buy a Primaris captain, and it's not that much different.
Yeah, I don't know. I like this model a lot, I guess.
It's a good model. I'm a Dark Angels enjoyer. I like him. I just don't think that he makes the cut.
Yeah, that's it. Super interesting. I could see him not making the cut and sticking around as a Dark Angels captain.
Yeah, 100%.
As a generic, seeing the kit stick around, but not the.
Yeah, because Blood Angels have their own captain, right? And so he just becomes Dark Angels captain.
But their captain, I think, has its own data sheet.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So I don't know that.
I don't think they'll get that treatment.
Okay.
I think it will just stay around as a Dark Angels captain option as a generic captain.
I think the Dark Angels get rolled into CSM where they belong. Am I right, boys?
I'm going back to the two
I have almost everything. I have almost everything on your list that I have. Or we have almost the same list. Zeke, Nephilim, Dark Talon, Landspeeder, Dark Shroud. However,
you don't think they're going to update Ezekiel?
Nope.
I don't think they need to. Because at a certain point, these Codex supplement chapters just become too many model
I think
kits.
if they were going to, they would have. Because he's part of the rest of Samael stands out because he's obviously part of Ravenwing. And they updated all of the other characters that aren't Ravenwing except Ezekiel. and so I think
Mhm.
Ezekiel's not safe. I think he's gone.
Yeah, I mean there is something to be said about production capacity and like number of SKUs that you
Tell that
hold
to
as a
Blood
company.
Angels. Blood Angels got like all of their characters refreshed.
Well, right, but that also impacts like how many of those that you can refresh for Dark Angels is what I'm like,
I guess.
right. So I just still don't see Ezekiel being like a pivotal part of the like lore or army or anything.
He's like
that,
the
like,
second
he's-
to last character you think of when you think of Dark Angels, Lazarus being the last.
I didn't know Lazarus was a thing. But
Exactly.
I guess I always
wish
thought he was a really cool model. He was like one of the coolest stationary models back in the day.
I
The
have
coolest
I have
refreshed.
old metal Ezekiel.
Yeah, he looks so
but I
sick.
think
I
he
agree.
like is just a librarian, right? So
Yeah.
and modern in the scope of modern 40k, he's just a librarian.
And like librarians don't get the love they deserve currently. So I will say that I think the interrogator chaplain might go away if it doesn't just get refreshed. I'm obviously
Well, it's
hoping
not
for
a
refresh.
data sheet.
Oh,
that
is it
exists.
not?
No, it used to be. It's not anymore. It
Crazy.
hasn't been this edition at all.
Okay,
So I
then
guess you're
that's
right.
Just a
that's-
chaplain.
Then we'll talk about that in a future video then, because I think that'll come back as a data sheet.
It would be cool. But yeah, it's been gone all edition.
Cool. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, they're not interrogating anybody anymore, right? They're just redeeming.
No one to interrogate. No one to interrogate.
No, they're actually still interrogating a lot of people, and Lionel Johnson's
Oh!
kind of pissed about it.
Sorry, we skipped past this in CSM. I think Cypher's going away.
Oh, interesting. I don't. I can see. He was on my like short list, but like
Mhm.
I thought about it, and I don't think he's going away.
I hope not. He's a sick model, and like, I like the idea of like a random loyalist.
If
like,
they had
loyalist-
another like weirdo little like lone op gremlin character, then I would think maybe sure. But they don't, so I don't think.
There's another one too. Harken World Claimer.
Harkin, I think, is much more likely than Cypher to go away.
Yeah, I think
Harken's
Harken's more
been-
likely.
I think Harkin will get
Harken's
refreshed
been
before he goes
prominently
away, though.
featured. He's
Like,
been
recently.
prominently featured in recent lore
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
like books and stuff. So I doubt he's
He's-
going
I
away.
mean that didn't stop them from deleting Yarick.
Yeah, or Deathwatch.
Yarick ain't dead, y'all. I'm telling you, Yarick ain't dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, like so.
Yarick's-
I think
Yarick's coming
Harken.
back.
Harkin, I think either needs a fucking refresh or should just get.
I think he's more likely to go away than Cypher.
Okay, I think he's more likely to, but I also think he's more likely to be refreshed than Cypher.
Well, yeah, Cypher's a
They
pretty
need to
new model. Cypher came out at the end of 7th, right?
Right.
They need to
Yes.
refresh Harkin back into Night Lords is what they need to do.
Cypher's a pretty new model, so I don't think
Yeah,
he's going away.
Yeah.
But Harkin seems likely.
yeah, but they can also go hard on a new model for that like would look really fucking sick.
I mean, the current model is pretty sick.
Right, but it's sick, but it also looks dated. You know, at the same
Yeah.
it's a weird. I know nothing about fucking Death Guard
So
aside
Death
from
Guard-
I always get tabled by him.
What I'll say with Death Guard is I think that basically my blanket statements that I made before will apply to them. Where the fuck is it? Chaos Spawn go away.
Sure.
What do they have? They don't have a faction train. I don't think they have any flyers.
Mm-mm.
So,
Aircraft.
yeah.
They have the like blow drones and stuff, but they don't have any aircraft.
think-
Sure, flyer. Yeah,
You
flyer
think
is
they
aircraft.
might
Aircraft is flyer.
get some of their characters trimmed down because they have a lot of like characters.
Maybe I was like thinking about that, but I don't know like which ones. Right, like the Lords of Contagion, Pox's Virulence. They won't. Those can't go away.
Because they're supposed to have like 7 of them.
Oh, the Malignifier. They do have a terrain. I forgot. Yeah. The Malignifier will go away for sure.
God, I didn't know that those
you don't
even
think
have
that-
data sheets still.
Yeah.
You don't think they would smash some of those characters into like one character and you can use any model for it?
No. These are like
No?
very like important characters in the lore. The Lords are.
Okay.
Foul
Rodigus?
Blightspawn is a maybe. What about Rodigus?
Rodigus, maybe?
Well, I mean, this is all demons, right? So, who the fuck
Oh,
knows?
sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of it. I think they're like pretty safe. I can't think of anything that stands out that is just gonna go away.
No.
They might like lose a foul blight spawn or like some fucking random like icon bearer. What the fuck is that? That guy is probably
like,
just going into the fucking Plague Marine squad or something.
Yeah.
They'll
Unless it's,
fold it into something else.
Is Icon Bearer a Plague Marine, or is it a fucking like some weird like?
I'm pretty sure it's
Nurgle
literally just a Plague Marine. I'm
I
pretty
think
sure it's just a Plague
Marine
Marine holding a
with
banner.
totem. Yeah.
Weird.
Death Guard, Icon Bearer. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's literally
you're
just
right.
a Plague Marine holding a banner. Yeah. So I think
You're right.
that
I like
that
the model.
probably goes away on its own. But yeah. But for the most part, Death Guard are probably safe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sean, take it away.
Artemis is gone for sure.
Yep.
As far as what happens with Deathwatch, and Terminator Squad, Artemis and Terminator Squad are gone. Like for sure, regardless of anything else, those are gone.
Yeah.
There's a chance that if Deathwatch does get its own codex again, which I don't think is likely, that we get a new Terminator Squad. I legitimately have no fucking clue what they're going to do with Deathwatch.
Yeah.
Because
people don't like my take.
I'm not sure.
People hate my take. But I think Deathwatch and Grey Knights are getting folded into Imperial agents. People hate that take. People hate when I say that. But I think that's what's happening.
I'm okay with that if it's done in a way that works and not in a way that they tried to do it.
Not like Imperial agents exist now.
Right.
Yeah.
I not only am I okay with that, but I'm like really into that. I don't know if you remember, I was so excited for the Agents Codex.
Yeah, and then it was didn't have
and then it was shit.
Yeah.
So like,
yeah, I think Grey Knights cease to exist as their own faction. I think Deathwatch ceases to exist as its own faction.
I would rather see Deathwatch in the Space Marine Codex, or I would rather see Deathwatch and Grey Knights get their own codex that is not part of the Agents Codex. Right? Because I think either of those options are going to be more respectful to both armies. And I think that there's too many people that like both those armies for them to not just get a huge backlash for it.
Yeah.
And I think that the fact that they went back on, like, we've never seen GW go back on a decision to fucking Legends an army like that before. You know?
I think that
It was a
like
pretty big
very
180.
I think that was like very much led by, oh shit, we just released Space Marine 2 with these guys in it. This is a bad idea.
And they're about to release fucking Astartes 2, which is going to be Deathwatch.
Yeah,
so
which
like,
is why I don't think Deathwatch will go away altogether, because that just like doesn't make sense.
I think that they'll get
folded into something else, I think.
Yeah, there's clear problems with Deathwatch, like in as an army, as far as the like kill teams go.
Yeah.
Because the kill teams break every rule that GW has followed this edition for like kits, which is why I think the Terminator Squad can go, because that's an easy one to just go, no, you don't need the special Terminator Squad. Like, you could just use regular Terminators. We can give them a different data sheet, but like, we don't need them to have 3 Cyclone missile launchers. That's silly. Yeah. I think the Black Star is safe. I think the Watchmaster is safe. If they if they decide they want to support Deathwatch, we can get a new Watchmaster. I think that should happen. But like, Artemis can fucking go. No one cares about Artemis. The model's old.
I mean,
like,
the
kill teams are rough.
Is it like bad that I think they're gonna get rid of all of them except the new kill team? I think all of them are going away except the Decimus kill team.
No, I don't think it's bad. But I think that I think the problem is the Decimus kill team, the box like is not good enough to support the faction on its own. It's too monopose.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
And I think that the way the current kill teams work is fun, interesting, and like Deathwatch players do legitimately like it. The problem is there needs to be a better way and I don't want to say what I think is going to happen with Deathwatch without seeing what's going to happen with Space Marines, because there's some rumors on some new kits for Space Marines that I think solve some of the Deathwatch problems. But we'll see, right? Like, so I don't know. It's like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I don't want to see the like faction go away, but I clearly like it is my favorite Space Marine faction. But I don't like. I understand if there is some serious changes.
Who's screaming in the background?
Is
that Calcifer?
Grim is outside the door. My cat, whose name is Merrick Grimaldus, is screaming outside the door. So
yeah, Deathwatch is an interesting. They're like in a weird limbo, like Demons are kind of.
It's a weirder limbo because they have like this weird like they appeal so much to new players in a way that I think Demons appeal to old players. Like, I don't think there's very many players getting into Demons, right? But I think Deathwatch, if done well,
yeah, I agree, is
a super enthralling faction for new players.
Yeah.
So like here's a cool thing that they could do. They could use the Space Marine Heroes sprues to make a Deathwatch box. The blister, because you have mixed squads. Like, if you take all 7 sprues or 10 sprues, 11 sprues, whatever it is, it makes a mixed kill team. Like, so there's ways that they can achieve mixed kill teams that are more limited than the current options without killing it as a concept.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they're willing to do that or not.
Yeah.
Right. But if they want to make Deathwatch work, there's ways that they can do it without it being a huge sunk cost. Like, one of those ways is like letting you ally in Deathwatch and still as Space Marines, letting you ally in Deathwatch as Space Marines, and they benefit from army rules, right? Because they are Astartes.
Yeah.
Like, they are Astartes. Like, so there's ways that they can do it to support the faction and also sell kits beyond just the faction, which is, I think, what they wanted to do with the Agents move for both Space Marine and Grey Knights.
Mm-hmm.
Without like hampering, without like being a huge cost sink. Then again, if they I firmly believe if they fucking went after it with Deathwatch and released a modern Deathwatch range, like 2 or 3 infantry boxes and a hero with the current Corvus, I think it would sell ridiculously well, personally.
Yeah, I just don't like. Deathwatch just doesn't sell. Like, it's people like the lore of them and stuff, but like it doesn't
sell. It doesn't sell because everything's been dated based on like compared to Primaris.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but
because the new kit has sold, like, the new kit sold ridiculously well from what I can tell.
Maybe
it was really hard to get a hold of for a while. Like, I don't know. I think that like. But we'll see, right? Because if you put 1 drop of water in a fucking dry plant, yeah, it's going to suck it up right away. So I'm sure there's a better like way to say that. But like, Deathwatch enjoyers are starving, so they're going to eat whatever you put in front of them instantly, right? So who knows?
I would be curious as to what slice of the market is Deathwatch enjoyers. I don't really have any data.
I mean, I think it's
one
small.
way or the other on that.
It's more than Iron Hands, but
I think it's small, but I think it's more than Iron Hands, White Scars, or Crimson Fists, right? Like,
I don't know if it's more than White Scars. White Scars are pretty fucking popular,
and I think especially now with the new White Stars stuff,
I think Crimson Fists are pretty popular too.
But I don't know if they're that popular.
They're not.
The nice thing about Crimson Fist is anything Imperial Fist can just be Crimson Fist.
They're not. The Crimson Fists are not that popular.
The barrier to entry is pretty low
anymore.
But yeah,
anymore.
Really,
they used to be.
I like them a lot, but
well, yeah, a lot of people do, but yeah.
Yeah, I like them too, but
I like them, but I don't have an army of them.
They're my 10th favorite, like, or 14th favorite Space Marine faction out of the 1,000. You know,
Ryan,
what
do you think about Drukhari?
I would be. Let me just. I don't think we're going to lose anything. I have thoughts on things we're going to get back, but we're not talking about that today.
Think your planes go away?
I think you're playing.
And-
I don't think aircraft. I don't think aircraft are going away. To be honest,
We'll see.
I think that's a bit of a hot take.
I got a lot of those.
I
I think
really
that
don't
like
see-
everything that was going to get cold got cold this edition.
Yeah, I think the grotesques getting cold got cold because they're going to get a refresh.
Mm.
I think racks and grotesques are going to get refreshed because grotesques have been out of the store for more than an edition, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So I think they just let that line run out, and now they're selling that new combat patrol for Drukhari in this new
To clear
edition
out stock.
is like a bunch of racks and Talos.
Yeah.
They're just clearing it out because they want to refresh the homunculus covens.
Yeah.
Because the grotesques especially, the racks are like, they're old. They're not as bad. I think that the grotesques just looked grotesque, to be honest. They could look so much cooler.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to get those back, but we're not talking about that.
If you have to lose something, what do you
if we
think?
had to lose something,
Oh, the racks don't look that bad. Their posing's a little weird.
they're very like static posing. They could be a lot more dynamic. They're not, but like I said, the racks aren't that bad. The grotesques were bad. In my opinion, I thought they looked bad. I could, if we had to lose something,
Drazar?
I guess maybe the Kronos. Drazar is pretty new. Drazar got updated at the same time as Jane
Drazar's
in that.
yeah,
pocket set.
Drazar's really
Did he?
new. It's a good
Yeah.
model. It's a good
Yeah.
model. It's like on my short list of models to pick up for Corsairs.
Crazy. I didn't know there was a new one.
Yeah, he looks
Maybe
sick.
the Kronos, but I doubt we lose anything. Honestly, the
Kronos
line
and
is so
Talos are the
small.
same kit, right?
They're the same kit. There's also that, like, if we were going to lose a data sheet, though, maybe the Kronos. Because the Kronos, it has, its
Hot
utility is
take?
not, like a Talos is always something you'd want to take over a Kronos, in my opinion, but
Mhm.
Hot take
you know.
that I could just see that going away.
what?
Both.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think they're going to get refreshed. I think they still
Yeah.
had stock of them, and that's why.
Oh, because
still
they're
the
in that
They're
combat
part
patrol.
of.
I see.
Yeah.
They're in that. They're
understand.
clearing out the stock with that combat patrol, and they're gonna maybe. I don't know if it's gonna be next edition that they're gonna get refreshed. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. When the Drukhari Codex drops, I could see the homunculus stuff getting the refresh before anything else because we lost Urine Rakarth, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Rakarth was fun.
And he's like a big figure in Dark Eldar lore.
I mean,
So
the
I
part-
could see
part of
him
the
coming
problem
back
is-
with homunculus.
Part of the problem is like witches also really need a refresh. Like there's other things that really need a refresh for Drukhari.
I think if witches
think
were going to
the
get
homunculus-
refreshed anytime soon, though, it would have happened when we got the new Lilith.
When we got the new Lilith, yeah, the witches,
Maybe.
the witch kit's not that bad.
Yeah.
It is dated, but the racks need it more. The racks and the grotesques need to update more.
And they
in my
probably just
opinion,
left Rax
but-
in because they needed something for homunculus covens that was just like a foot
Yeah.
chip.
Yeah,
It
but it
would be
also like. Go ahead.
like losing racks would be like losing an entire aspect warrior from Eldar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I just I don't know. I think the witches and the succubus are like, in my opinion, the worst models on this range. Even more so than the racks, personally.
Maybe.
And like
You're not going to get rid of them, though.
no, but I'm saying like that to me makes it less likely that they like, again, because of like bandwidth. If something's getting refreshed, I would hope it's that. As like a again, who the fuck cares what I think? I'm not a Drukhari player.
Yeah, who the fuck
I
cares
mean,
what you think?
If you just look at
Okay.
what they've done, the stuff, the homunculus stuff has been out of the store for like the grotesque has been out of the store for a long
Since like
time.
the beginning of 9th edition, at least, right?
They're churning and
Yeah.
like the I was surprised when the combat patrol came out and it was just homunculus covens because it was like you just cut something from their line.
Yeah.
You just
They're
lost
trying
their
to clear
character.
stock.
But
They're not-
it could be
they're-
just
they're a
them
big
clearing
part of
stock to
Dark
legends
Eldar.
them.
They're not going to legends them. The
I
Homunculus
hope
guns are not
not.
going to Legends.
That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense. They're such a
I hope
key
not.
part of Dark Eldar lore.
Yeah.
But like they're just churning it out. They're not the most iconic part of Dark Eldar, so it's weird that they're the only thing in the Combat Patrol. It's because they're churning the stock out to make a refresh, is what I think. But yeah, I don't think we're losing anything, honestly.
Our Hand of the Archon just
That's a cool
Cabalites
team.
with an extra sprue.
Yeah,
the
Hand of the
kill
Archon are the kill team.
They're
And
the kill
like
team? Okay.
back last edition when they dropped all the rules for every kill team that was out for every faction,
They
and
forgot.
then the Hand of the Archon, they're like, you can just run these as Cavalite warriors and say they have
Well, you
weird, kinky gear. I mean, you can, but now they finally
Now
have.
they have their own
rules.
data
I think
sheet, yeah.
Okay.
the Hand of the Archon is going to stick around
Oh,
because
they're their own data sheet for Drukhari?
they're their own data
Cool.
sheet now.
Or hand, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm asking because
Yeah,
I'm
they
going to pick them
play-
up for Corsairs, but
Yeah, they're like infiltrators. They're an infiltrating
Cool.
unit.
cool. They're like a good alt
Or
box for
scouts. I
Corsairs.
can't remember which one.
Yeah.
And they have a bird. I want birds. I want more birds.
Emperor's Children.
Emperor's Children are safe.
God, I
They're
hope we
fucking-
don't. I
they're
hope we
fucking
don't
brand
lose
new.
anything.
You're gonna
Uh,
lose
We're
Yeah,
getting,
it's-
Lucius is going
we're
away.
getting a Defiler.
Maybe.
Yeah, they tweeted
most
about
likely.
They
Maybe.
tweeted about it. They said,
Their social media team is wrong about a lot of things.
Yeah, they are.
"No,
They get a lot of shit wrong all the time.
I mean,
give
a
me
lot of
an
the
Emperor's Children Vindicator. Damn it!
Ooh, that's not likely.
I know. It's
I don't
not.
know,
With
a
their-
lot
with
of-
their army
unless
rule, it'd be
unless
way-
they do what everybody wants. Well, not everybody. What I want them to do, and they just make all of the Cult Marines, sub codexes of the CSM codex.
Yeah. I think that it's
I wouldn't
time.
hate that. I wouldn't hate.
I think that it's time.
and
They need
To
they
do
need
it-
you
that.
could update. You could
Supplements. That's the word I
update
was
the Emperor's
thinking of.
Children rule. You could update the Emperor's Children rule so that like you don't get things like an advancing and shooting Vindicator, which would be grotesque.
I mean,
No,
No, that's
that's literally
Drukhari unit.
an advancing and shooting. There's 2 CSM detachments that do that.
I need to play them more.
Like the
But yeah.
new Renegade Raiders, and then like the new Huron whatever detachment.
Give me a Sonic Dreadnought. Give me Predators and Vindicators back in this list, and I'll be happy.
Sonic Dreadnought would be rad. I bet that's coming next edition. GSC, I think are pretty safe. There's like nothing
Yeah.
really for them to lose.
They need more characters, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, not enough characters.
If they lost a character, what would it be?
That's a great question. Probably the Locust, or maybe the Icon Ward.
Okay.
I guess.
What's the locus?
He's like an assassin guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You're probably
He's got a
thinking of the
knife or a
Sanctus.
sniper?
Nope, that's the Sanctus. Locust is like a bodyguard. He has like an icon on his back and he's like hooded. I don't think I've ever run one on stream.
Yeah,
Um,
okay. I know the kit you're talking about. Yeah. I like that kit. I like that model.
I mean, great kit. But like
Yeah.
if one was gonna go away, it would either be the Locust or the Icon Ward, I think.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. I think the locust more than the icon ward, but I don't know
Yeah,
why that
I don't
is,
I don't
but
think they'll lose anything next edition.
I don't either.
Grey Knights, they're getting folded into Imperial Agents. Real talk, I have no idea what the fuck's going on with this faction. I wouldn't see that, like, be shocked to see them either fully squatted or folded into Imperial Agents.
I mean, they got so many updates last edition.
Yeah, they did.
The problem with Grey Knights is that they were a popular faction and they aren't really anymore.
I don't think they were ever really, like, super popular. Like,
They were closer
they're-
to 7th and 8th, but like then they just kind of got like
maybe.
left in the dust. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they like I remember them being a popular faction. Like then they just kind of got left in the dust. I could see them losing like Brotherhood Chaplain that like doesn't have a model. Brotherhood Tech Marine doesn't have a model. This is if they don't get folded or squatted.
Vindred
Brotherhood Tech.
goes away.
So I don't
Um,
think so.
Razorback? Razorback goes
Razorback
away.
for
Razorback's
sure goes
gone.
away. Rizbek's gone. Stormhawk. And
Stormhawk's
do they
gone.
have the Storm Talon? Yeah, Storm Talon, Stormhawk gone.
Thunderhawk.
Thunderhawk, I think, stays.
What?
I don't think they're going to get rid of the Thunderhawk kit.
Insane.
I don't think they're going to get rid of the Thunderhawk kit. So I think they just leave it. Like no one's playing that in anything. Like it's easy enough for them to print it in the PDFs for the Forge World data sheets. Like who the fuck cares?
That's why they're gonna make it Legends. I don't. It's not like people are buying Thunderhawks constantly.
Sure. The one that I think the Storm Raven stays. Like for both this and Grey Knights.
Strange. This is Grey Knights.
Oh, sorry, for them and Space Marines. I'm reading my Space Marines.
That's a strange one to decide to keep, but sure.
I think of the flyers, like it's not the Storm Talon and the other one are a shared kit. The Storm Raven is its own kit.
Sure, but it's still weird. So what is your take on the Vindred? Because you didn't like when I said that.
I don't dislike it. I don't think it's like that far out, but my prediction for the Vendred is that it gets reboxed for Heresy and that it just stays in the Grey Knight Codex. Like,
I mean, they might like fully refresh Castaferums for Horus Heresy, I guess, but
yeah, that's possible too.
I don't think they'll fully just like rebox this for Heresy. I mean, I suppose it's possible they did it with a drop pod, but
yeah. So who knows? But yeah, I think that that's totally possible for them to just rebox it. Like the kit's not bad for
possible.
like what it is.
I just think that like they have Dread Knights and that like is their for better or worse.
Feels a very similar
like
role.
Dreadnought niche.
Yeah. The Dread Knights are why they won't ever get Redemptors, I don't think. If they stay a faction or standalone faction.
Yeah.
But like this amount of data sheets, you can roll this amount of data sheets next to Deathwatch.
And yeah.
And like let them
you could have like a Angels of the Inquisition or some shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Like that's what, like that's I think the best solution. And like let them honestly, the other thing you can do is just like cut the Grey Knights data sheets down pretty severely and just let them use fucking Space Marine shit. Like they can use Space Marine shit.
You'll have a lot of people unhappy about that.
Get over like they do in the lore. They use Space Marine shit in the lore. So who cares? Right? Like they have the old limited pre 8th edition like data sheets and they just never got updated to include everything else. But they have all the like data sheets that are still here from Space Marines, like from pre 7th. And I don't mean like tacticals. I don't mean like they get Primaris Marines, but I mean like the like vehicles and stuff. Like let them use grav tanks. Like who the fuck cares? Like just as a way, because and I'm not saying this is like what I think works the best for like the lore or the whatever, but like as far as like I'm talking about easy ways to keep these factions that don't cost GW more, like to make new fucking kits and sprues and shit, right? Like you just say,
Sure.
hey, yeah, you can use Space Marine data sheets, like that works. They've done that. They've done that in the before. That's how the Space Marine supplements work. Make them a supplemental Space Marine and just say they cannot use these infantry models, right?
Interesting take.
It is. I mean, it's like just a matter of like.
That might be the hottest take I've heard tonight.
Oh, I don't really. I don't know. I don't think it feels that hot because it's like a way to keep. My thought process on is how does GW make more money? And they don't do it by cutting factions.
They don't make more money that way. They lose less money by cutting factions. I wouldn't be shocked if like Grey Knights are like costing them money, and so it's just like they're better off cutting their losses.
That's possible. But I don't know. They make so much fucking money. Who cares?
Record profits every year, baby. Prices keep going up.
Mm-hmm.
Imperial agents isn't a real faction. I think like everything in here is newish, except like the assassins, but I don't think they're gonna go away.
But the assassins aren't that bad either.
Yeah.
Like I could see them doing new assassin kits, but like not. I don't think it's
Watch
a
Captain
priority.
Artemis.
Artemis, I think is gone.
Yeah.
I think Artemis is gone. The kit and Artemis is not a bad kit. I just don't think he's necessary to like keep the skew, you know?
Yeah.
And like I would much rather see them make a new watch captain generic. Like regardless of what they do with Deathwatch, make a generic watch captain, refresh the Watchmaster, and put another infantry squad. And then that keeps Deathwatch afloat for another edition. Right?
Yeah.
Like and I guess like that's my take on Grey Knights. If you can do like a simple thing like that and just keep them afloat for an edition, like cut some of the old kits, refresh one of the infantry squad, give them a new character, and you keep them afloat for another edition. You know, that's like my take on Deathwatch and Grey Knights. They just need to be left on life support. They don't need to be cut. And like, how do you leave them on life support is like my question, right? And that's either like give them an Imperial Agents book that includes them as the core of the book as their own factions that are in a shared book.
Yeah.
And then include the Imperial Agent stuff in it, right? And like that's still less fucking data sheets
I was about to say, I think it's still less data sheets than Space Marines. You know? And like you can make like Deathwatch, and again, if you just make Deathwatch and Grey Knights like Codex Supplement Marines, which like Deathwatch already is, it just like makes them another flavor that builds off Space Marine sales, you know? Sure.
Like, and that's I guess my point, right? Like Space Marines sell well, roll them in with Space Marines and just make them sell well. Deathwatch used to not have access to most of the Space Marine range. Holy shit, you just sell more kits by giving them access to like tanks and stuff. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think otherwise all the Inquisitors are fine.
The generic Inquisitor, I don't think go away, but I'll probably get a refresh.
No, it will get refreshed one day, right?
Eventually.
And again, like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like the Imperial Agent stuff, if you like promote it well, it's gonna sell well because anyone with a like Imperial army is gonna then be like incentivized to buy these kits, you know?
Yeah. And then you buy enough kits and you're like, well, I guess I have an Agents of the Imperium
I guess
army.
I have an army. Right? I just don't understand why like GW doesn't like feed into that.
Yeah.
Do you think, depending on how they restructure Imperial Agents, that Sisters of Battle might get taken out?
No.
Not at all.
They're
in like
Sisters are like wildly popular now.
Yeah. But I mean like
you mean taken out of Agents.
Sisters of Battle out of Agents, yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Because there's not like a Space Marine squad in here.
I mean there's the Deathwatch kill team.
Yeah. Those are specialists. Like Sisters of Battle Squad is like a battle line standard army.
Yeah, but it's still part of one of the Inquisitorial factions.
They're one of the Inquisitor like Ordo militants, you know.
Yeah, I guess there's no like Ordo Hereticus Space Marines. I guess the Sisters Battle.
The Sisters are that.
The Sisters are that.
Yeah.
Because the minister. Yeah, I mean it. Yeah, they're that. Like you could maybe go like, oh, now they use Templars, but like that is just the same thing but different. So
I don't think the Templars would bend the knee to the Inquisition.
No, absolutely not. But neither do Grey Knights or Deathwatch. So like that's you know, or Sisters. Yeah. Sisters, I think, are slightly more likely, but Grey Knights and Deathwatch don't. So like it doesn't matter. Yeah. It just like is what it is.
Yeah, I think everything else is pretty likely to just stick around.
Yeah, I could see maybe the Rogue Traders.
That was my thought, but like I think they like just recently got packaged into their own kit.
Did they? Okay.
So I think that's probably actually fine.
I'd be sad if that got taken away.
Yeah, me too. But like, it's just weird, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Rogue Traders are ever going to get taken away. It's so iconic. It's like the beginning of 40K, you know.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but I don't know.
Imperial Knights.
Knights. We already kind of talked about this.
Same thing as Chaos Knights. Acastus going away. Moirax going away. Maybe the Megara and the Cyrix, but probably not.
Don't touch my fucking
Cerastus, I think, are safe. I think they're too popular. Votan are entirely safe. They have
Totally
nothing
safe.
to lose.
They're gonna get squatted again.
No! The entire codex is going away. Sorry.
I would love
that'd
to
be the
see
biggest
faction
long
number.
troll. The biggest long troll ever.
I would like commit murder to see faction sales numbers.
Yeah.
Like, it would
I
be
don't
so
know if you
interesting.
need-
It would be so interesting to me.
Probably got it. There's got to be a way to find that out.
There's not. They don't make that
There's
information public.
Tomb
They,
Blades?
they give rough estimates like during investor calls, but that's about it.
Tomb Blades?
No, I think Tomb Blades are probably fine. Annihilation Barge is like a maybe, I think.
Mhm. I agree. Monolith?
Maybe hot take. Flayed ones are gone. I think
they updated that kit?
no. Monolith I think is fine. Obelisk and Tesseract Vault I think are gone, which also means the Transcendent Catan would be gone.
Which I think is fine.
Which I think is
I don't think anyone's
totally fine.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna cry about that, except people that bought like 4 fucking Transcendent Catan. Everything else is like kind of not that old.
I could see flayed ones going away. I think I'll buy into that. Only because we've seen such a growth in the like destroyer cult stuff that they now sort of fill the role of some of the flayed ones.
That's another one that I guess is like a question mark is like Locust Destroyers. As long as we're on the topic of destroyer cults. But we have the heavies. So like, do they have a need to refresh the old ones when the heavies already exist? I think they're more likely to just delete Locust Destroyers and be like, oh, you have heavies, deal with it.
Sure. I don't know.
Which would
I feel
mean the Locust Lord would probably also go away.
Yeah, because that's built out of the Locust kit.
Either that or they come out with a new one that is based on the heavy chassis, but
Sure. Yeah, I mean I would
unlikely.
hope that just gets refreshed, but I don't care.
It doesn't feel likely to me.
Are the locusts the 3-legged ones?
No, that's the
No, they
Scorpex.
float.
They're the floating
Scorpex. Oh, okay.
the floating ones with the
Yeah,
guns.
I like the trend of the destroyers being like the crab sort of walker-y things. So like I guess that's the only reason I'd want to see the locusts go away is to get away from the floaty destroyers.
Well, I mean, the heavies are floaty destroyers.
I know, I'm aware, but like
Destroyers
that just
originally
means
In
they
fact,
were
were-
just like,
in fact, the only ones that are crab people are Scorpex.
the destroyers were originally just a jet bike.
Are
though.
they? Isn't there another-
Ophidians are like snakes.
Sure.
Locusts
sure.
are like floaty.
Yeah, but I guess I mean I like the like weird like ground like I like the ground based, but like they have weird legs. You know, they're like not like bipedal.
Necrosaur Amintar. We just got him. He's a snakeman.
Big old snake man. Like I love him.
I think everything else is probably safe.
Yeah, maybe there's a
Um,
weird character that goes away, like the Chronomancer or something, just because there's
No.
like I know that's a newish model, but like just because there's so many weird characters, like they have sort of a GSC thing where they have a bunch of weird specific characters.
Plasmancer,
But I don't think that's-
Psychomancer, Overlord. Like, there's not really any characters that I think should go away.
I agree with that, right? I just like that's my only thing that I could see them doing, just because there's a bunch.
Yeah.
Like
Triarch Praetorians and Lichguard are like kind of a maybe. They're old and haven't been like updated at all.
and they've just done cooler stuff with Necrons since then.
Yeah. So that's another one that is like maybe. Yeah. All right. Orks.
This is all you, brother.
All right. Let's go down the list, shall we? Big Mech is new. Big Mech and Mega Armor goes away. Big Mech with Shock Attack Gun goes away. Boss Bunka is a
Really?
terrain, so it goes away. Blitzer Bomber is an airplane, so it goes away.
Why do you think Big Mech and Mega Armor and Shock Attack are going away?
So Big Mech is like kind of, I think, the replacement for the Shock Attack Gun one. Like their data sheets are different currently, but like he's got like the big fucking tractor gun and all this shit.
The Big Mech's the new model.
Yeah.
And he's kind of in. Is he not in Mega Armor?
No, he's just big.
He's just big.
Yeah.
And he's a mech.
Big and he's a mech.
All right, I can see that.
Mega Armor 1, I think that like they would have released a Big Mech and Mega Armor with the new War Boss in Mega Armor, but they didn't. But I think if they don't get rid of Mega Knobs, then it will stay because it's just built out of the Mega Knobs kit, I'm pretty sure.
I think is the Big Mech and Mega Armor also made out of another kit?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's the Mega Knobs kit. The Mega Knobs kit is the big.
Yeah, that's what I
makes the Big
literally
Mech.
just said. I can't believe this.
The what?
Yeah,
Hold
if
on.
Mega Knobs stick around, then I think that sticks around
Oh,
because it's
okay.
the same kit.
Got it.
Breaker Boys new. Burna Boys and Ludas, I think, are safe.
They're old, aren't they?
They're old. They fill, like the Burna Boys specifically fill a niche that like
Right.
the Orks range doesn't fill otherwise. But they're the same kit as the Ludas. Otherwise, I would think Ludas would also go away.
Okay.
Burna Bomb is gone. Def Dread's good. Def Killer Wartrike is good. Def Coptas are good. Flash kits are good. Hunter rig, killer cans, commandos, all of that stuff is good. Painboy is in desperate need of a refresh, but it's not going anywhere. Stomp is going away. Yeah, I think maybe that's it. And the fucking gargantuan Squigoth. What the fuck is that doing here? That's going away.
Yeah, for sure. That for sure is going away. The planes are 8th edition, I think.
Maybe, but they're planes.
I know. I don't. Yeah, and that's like why I don't know. I think that's another kit that like Orc players see and go, "Ooh, shiny!" And like,
Yeah, dude, I made an Orc swing. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orcs still need.
I think
Orcs
are getting
still need a bunch of
pruning.
refreshes.
I mean,
I'm-
really that many. They need like knobs need to get refreshed.
Yeah. I don't mean like a crazy. Like I don't mean they're like a crazy old range, but like you said, the Painboy, the Ludas and Burnas, like those are some old models that I think definitely are going to happen this edition. There's no way they don't.
I mean, I think there is a way that they don't, and that is by them not doing it.
Well, sure, but I think that there's like a clear. I think there's like a clear and obvious. Well, but if we're getting Orcs like in the start of the edition, most likely they're going to see a bunch of new kits and refreshes, right?
Well, probably just new kits, right? Like they don't typically refresh stuff in those current like new edition boxes.
I mean, I disagree, but like, I mean, Necron Warriors, the fucking Terminators.
I'm not saying they don't do it, but it's
Right.
not super common.
I think that there's always at least one thing that's refreshed because, like the Ballistus was just a refresh of the Dreadnought, right? Like, call it what you will.
Maybe.
Like, it's a delayed refresh, but it's a refresh of the Dreadnought. Like,
sure.
it's
I'll give it
replacing
to you. Space Marines we're gonna save to the end. I don't want to talk about Space Marines right now.
Sure.
We can talk about Space Wolves. Thundercav are gone. Thundercav did not make the cut next edition. All of the
Ulrich.
Dreadnoughts. I think all of the Dreadnoughts are gone.
I
think
Ulrich
Ulrich
and the
is gone.
Dreads.
Yeah, Ulrich is gone for sure.
I'm a bit less sure about the Iron. What is it called?
Iron
The
Priest.
Tech Marine, Iron Priest.
I think it's more likely that he gets refreshed, but
I would hope
wouldn't.
so.
I
It's
wouldn't be shocked
such a
for it
sick
to go
model.
away.
Yeah. I think the Wolfen might again rather see them refreshed, but I think they might just go.
I think Wolfen are like too iconic.
I
And they're like not that old.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate those models.
Yeah, a lot of people
hate
don't like them.
those.
They're goofy.
Yeah.
But they're like not that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones just don't seem super likely. But like the Wolfen Dread, like all the Dreadnoughts feel like they're just gonna go away. As much as I hate to say it, Bjorn is dead.
I mean, I think we might get I think there's a possibility we get a Bjorn character.
I think it's
like
very
Bjorn
unlikely.
Box, but yeah, I think it's unlikely.
Like people, a lot of Space Wolves players like huff that cope, but like I don't think Bjorn sticks around.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
guess
they finally
it depends
need to
on
let him die.
I think it's going to depend on how well this like new stuff was sold. But like
the Space Wolf stuff, they specifically called out in the last investor call that the Space Wolf stuff sold incredibly well.
Okay, then I think that makes it more likely that there's a Bjorn, but not definite.
Tau?
Interesting.
I don't
no idea.
know really anything about Tau. My only thoughts
anyone
were the Firesight team probably goes away. The terrains, so like all the tide walls.
Sure.
The planes, the terrains and planes.
They're gonna lose all their crisis suits. If
and
they haven't
all-
updated them by now, then they're not going to.
That's a crazy take. That's insane. That's insane.
I'm just trying to rile up the 2 Tau players that are out there.
all 2 of them. All the Forge World stuff goes away.
Yeah, I think they lose terrains, planes, and automobiles.
They can't lose automobiles. They would be screwed.
Shout out to our certified enjoyer. Who said it? Someone said it.
I don't know.
Char Atten, who predicts they're going to Legends the Twin Lance. He says it fucking deserves it. He says it can go to hell.
What
This
the
is
hell?
exact words.
I'm with Sergeant Steele on this one. I think all aircraft will remain and it'll just get fixed.
Look,
I hope so.
I would
prefer
love that. I don't think it's the case.
As an aircraft enjoyer, I would love that.
I would have agreed more if they didn't get rid of the Space Wolves flyer. The fact that they got rid of the Space Wolves flyer makes me think that they're just gonna kill all of them.
Oh, really? I think that was just like such a. I love that kit.
It was like a new kit, relatively, and like there was no reason for them to just like take the axe to it, except for the fact that it was a like kind of near the end of the edition ish, like in the second half of the edition release, and that's when they decided they were going to start cutting flyers.
I love that kit. I wish that we had a generic Space Marines one of those. Like I'd fucking use it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying you just like buy them while you can and run it as like a Storm Raven or something. But like, I think Storm Ravens are gone next edition too, so that doesn't help.
I hope we're wrong about that.
I look. I hope I'm wrong. I don't think I am. Thousand Suns. My only thought was Mutilith Vortex Beast. I don't think it's likely to go away, but if there was a kit that was going to go away, it would be that.
The only reason I would say maybe is because of the new Defiler.
Well, and it's also like still a Warhammer Fantasy kit.
It's a Warhammer Fantasy kit that has that weird. Yeah, it's like got the weird like Slaughter Brute parts in it that like.
Which like why can they run a Mutilith Vortex Beast and World Eaters can't run a Slaughter Brute? What the fuck?
Well,
Games Workshop.
I think that World Eaters should run the Slaughter Brute, be able to run the Slaughter Brute. That's my hot take.
That is not a hot take, my friend. As an ice cold take.
I love the Vortex Beast, and I also think it's a very well loved kit for Thousand Suns.
No, I 100% agree. I don't think they're going to lose anything, but if there was going to be something, it would be that. Besides Chaos Spawn, which I already covered, and Flyers.
Yeah, I will say if they lose Chaos Spawn, I think that if anyone's going to get a Chaos Spawn like replacement, it will be a Thousand Suns.
Yeah, probably.
Like replacement, just because they are like sort of lore relevant for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's nothing in here that I think that like they lose goes away.
Yeah.
Maybe if by the offhand chance that Vindicators go away, they lose the Vindicator, but I don't think that that's going to happen either.
I think Vindicator's got at least another one more edition in them.
I think at least if they're not a forever tank, yeah.
But maybe that's just a little copium that I'm huffing.
Yeah, no, I like that tank too much. I don't own one, but as soon as Space Marine Codex 11th edition shows one in there, I'll fucking buy one. So
Tyranids are a little bit over my head. I think obviously Forge World Harridan Hierophant goes away. I think probably the Harpy goes away.
the fuck's the Harpy?
It's like a big flying thing.
Like spits out gargoyles, I think.
Yeah. Or is that the Hyperchrone? I don't know.
Oh, is it like a gargoyle transport?
I don't remember.
One of those is.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember.
The only other thing that I could think of would be maybe Tyrant Guard, because they're super old, but I think that's more likely they get refreshed. And then the Mucilid Spores / Sporicist / Tyrannocyte probably goes away.
Yeah, the Hive Crone is the transport.
No, what are the Flying Warriors called? That's not the Harpy. That's their... Oh my god, what are they called? I'm blanking on it.
Are they not just winged warriors?
No.
Are they not?
Are they Tyranid
not
Prime?
Tyranid-
Tyranid Primes?
No.
Tyrannid Warriors with jump pack.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the one. I'm fucking fully forgetting what they're called. I don't know.
Hive Intercessors with jump pack.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. Is it the Harpy is like a fighter? It kind of looks like a warrior. I don't know the size on it.
It's the Harpy's really big, I believe.
Yeah. But there
It's
is
like fatty.
Shrikes. That's the one. Yeah, Shrikes are gone, and
Are they in there? I don't even see
no,
them.
no, they've been gone for a little bit. But people are saying that they think those will probably come back, but you know, that's another video.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on Tyranids. Do you guys have any thoughts on Tyranids? I know like none of us play it, so it's a little hard
No,
to say.
I largely
Not
agree.
really.
I largely agree. I think the Harpy and the Crone are a good call. Nothing that I know of do I go, oh, that should go, like for one reason or
Like,
another.
old One Eye.
Old One Eye, maybe. Old One Eye, because its kit is so old, like you can't make it with one of the new kits.
I mean, yeah, it's just like based off the Carnifex kit, but like if the Carnifex kit gets refreshed, then maybe.
Which it is like, again, I'm under the assumption that things that aren't currently just because so much of the range has been, so much of the 40k range, it has been refreshed. I'm of the opinion that most of the things in the like bigger factions that aren't refreshed, they're going to happen this edition.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not going to say that for Grey Knights, but like for everyone else, I think that that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Or they just get shit canned.
World Eaters, I think, are fine.
They don't have enough. They don't have enough fucking data sheets.
Yeah.
To like lose things.
Tell me about it. Yeah, there's nothing in here that's gonna go away. Except Chaos Spawn. But I know that's a hot take. Alright, gentlemen. Shall we break the seal?
Sure. I'm gonna just give you my list. How about that?
Alright.
And then
Let's go.
Tactical Marines.
Yep.
We'll get
Killed.
shit canned, and then we're gonna get a Mark 7 kit for
Heresy.
Horus.
Yep.
Devs, see above. Centurions.
Yep. Centurions are dead.
And it will break my fucking heart. Venerable Dreadnought.
Dead.
Rebox for Heresy. The Rhino B-sides. I think the Razorback and the Ball Predator and the Whirlwind are gone for sure.
Yes. Agree.
I think the Predator is also probably gone from Space Marines.
I don't, only because so many other factions use it.
So my problem with it is like it's so similar to the Gladiator.
Yeah, totally. I think it should. I think it won't, just because so many other factions use it. I think that's the only reason Rhinos are sticking around, and I think that's the only reason Predators will stick around.
I don't think it's the only reason Rhinos stick around. I think Rhinos should stick around, personally. I think we need a Rhino that can carry 10 fucking Marines because we don't have a Primaris equivalent of the Rhino.
Yeah.
And
I
that
think
hurts.
the Rhino chassis is going to get a refresh. And I think if you refresh the Rhino chassis, you might as well keep around the Predator, the Vindicator, and the Whirlwind and the Razorback. Because it's a small add-on that makes you money. And the Razorback would give a weapon platform that can carry 6 Marines. Rhino gives 10 Marine cheap transport, which I've seen people complain about not having an option for that. They're gonna drop the whole Tacticus versus Firstborn thing. I think is what's going to happen. I think that's going away, and the Rhino chassis is going to stick around.
If they refreshed the Rhino, I think it's more likely that they would get rid of all the other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're not going to go into they're not going to want to bother tooling the Razorback and the Whirlwind, which aren't the Razorback and the Whirlwind. I think for sure are gone.
They could make the chassis bigger and keep the mounts the same and use the old stuff. If you really didn't want to retool that,
that's super against how they operate.
The sprues setup doesn't work that way.
I think they're just going to redo the whole shebang.
That's a crazy take.
Whirlwind, Predator are going to get a redo.
That's a crazy take.
I
respect it. Look, I respect your optimism.
I think that the Whirlwind especially because it's not in CSM, is out. The Razorback, maybe.
Razorback's also.
I think
not in
at
CSM.
this point, Razorback's not in CSM, but I don't think that's an argument against them being in Space Marines. I think if they were going to refresh the Chaos tanks, they'd probably make them bespoke now, so they could be more chaosy.
I mean, if that's the case, then I don't think the Rhino sticks around. Because
I don't think the Rhino's going
anywhere. We'll see as a bigger impulsor.
So my thought was, or I guess I guess an alternative somewhat would be that they just give the impulsor combat squads.
That does solve it.
Split stuff.
Yeah.
That does solve it.
If they're going to get rid of Rhino chassis, I fully don't think they're going to get rid of. I know I've been joking about it all edition. I don't think the Rhino itself, at least, is going anywhere.
No,
because
I don't think
every other Imperial faction uses it.
To me, the Impulsor is not a good replacement for the Razorback.
Well, there is no replacement for the Razorback.
There is no replacement for the Razorback.
The Razorback doesn't need a replacement.
It doesn't need.
Well, it's the 6-man squad transport, and the Impulsor carries 6 people, right? Yeah, I don't think the Impulsor does as good of a job as a Razorback.
A Razorback is like a fire support platform, really.
Yeah,
I don't. There's not really room for that in the Space Marines range as it currently exists. That doesn't need to exist. That's what Storm Speeders are for.
Yeah.
Storm Speeders literally do that, just they don't transport.
Yeah, but what if you want to transport people?
Did you put them in an impulsor?
What if I want to do that in another faction? I can't.
Well, I can put guys in the Razorback with twin link las cannons, and I have some anti-tank, and I can have some infantry on the ground. I've always used that in Space Marine armies.
And you know what? I did too in Deathwatch before 10th edition. Right? I agree.
I'm not saying that it's a bad unit, and I'm not saying that it there's no love for it, but it just fills a niche that's not needed in Space Marines currently, and it is old. Yeah,
and there is a real issue with data sheet bloat on Space Marines.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that.
And the grav tanks aren't going away. So
I could see them perhaps collapsing the Predator into one data sheet if they kept it.
Before 10th edition would have agreed, but
yeah, if they didn't already split everything out, I would agree. Which maybe they go back to that, and hey, if they do, cool, great.
I would love that.
I would prefer that personally, but I don't know.
I would see them doing that before they kill the Predator, is what I'm saying, I guess.
Well, I don't think they're going to kill the Predator. because it's necessary
Oh,
for CSM.
You just think the Razorback,
Razorback,
The
and
Razorback and the
Whirlwind.
Whirlwind. The Rhino, I think the Rhino and the Predator stay. The Razorback and the Whirlwind go. The Vindicator is also
why Whirlwind go?
Because no other faction uses it.
Yeah, it's not.
I like the only reason Predators and Rhinos are sticking around, in my opinion, is that like every other Imperial and Chaos faction uses them.
Yeah, I guess, but it's like,
But no other faction uses. Yeah.
Like,
so
why can't a faction have a unique unit?
There's other things that like
Well,
fill
they
those
can,
roles.
but Space Marine have a ton of unique units that fill the role already.
Well, what
Yeah.
other indirect fire do Space Marines have? There's that one with the gun, like
They don't.
isn't that part of the Whirlwind
indirect,
kit?
Indirect fire is like not a like thing that GW wants to support, and like they can just make a new indirect fire thing later, and maybe they bring the Whirlwind back later. But I don't think that the Whirlwind is going to be.
They'll make a
like,
hover whirlwind.
I don't know, that hurt. I hate that for like a number of reasons.
But am I wrong?
No, but and also we've seen a ton of
Alright.
things with like that style missile launcher that like just aren't indirect, right? Granted, the Whirlwind have way bigger versions of it.
My beloved the Hammerfall bunker,
Like my beloved the Hammerfall
which
bunker.
is going away next edition.
No way.
It's a terrain piece. It's going away. It's out.
Is it a terrain piece?
Yeah, it's a fortification.
Oh, I guess it is.
Fortifications.
Unless
are
they
gone.
give it deep strike. Hey, maybe they'll give it deep strike.
If they give it deep strike,
I would
then
say
I'm in.
GW has trouble balancing indirect fire. I don't think they dislike it. It's
that they would get rid of. They would have to
rid-
get rid of like half the guard range if they were
Yeah.
getting rid of
they're
indirect.
not going to
Yeah,
get rid
and
of
I-
indirect fire.
Like I think that there are factions that have indirect fire that will not lose indirect fire. Like I said, guard and sisters. Like, but I don't think that like Space Marines either need indirect fire, nor do I think that that's like what they want to portray on Space Marines. Like
Indirect fire Space Marines feels like very Horus Heresy to me,
yeah.
in like
Whereas,
a way that I like can't really put into words, but like the vibe
It's
doesn't feel right for
been-
40k Space Marines.
It's been a part of 40k Space Marine lore for as long as 40k has been around, man.
Sure.
Yes,
I don't know
So
what to
if
tell you.
Devastators and Tactical Squadrons are going to go away,
Yeah, but but the point is, Devastators and Tactical Squads, there's something there to replace them.
yeah, Whirlwinds don't need a replacement. Is the point?
Whirlwinds don't need a replacement.
Because
And like all the other Rhino chassis, except for the Vindicator, are accounted for. And like if they like decided to get rid of all the Rhino shit,
I really don't even feel confident that the Vindicator sticks around.
I just don't want to say that.
I think it's the most likely out of the three,
to stick.
but
I agree.
I still like don't feel incredibly confident about it. But again, it's one of those things that like because all the Chaos factions use them too, that maybe like that lends a little bit more credibility to it.
Mm-hmm. And the Vindicator is maybe the one that they don't even bother updating the kit. That they
The
just
fucking
leave the same.
Astraeus is gone. I don't know why that's.
Yeah, I
even
have
still
that. I have
here.
that as gone, and then the Storm Talon, and then the other fighter that builds out of the Storm Talon. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I just have
see.
the Razorback,
We'll see.
especially. I have such a hard time seeing sticking around, and I
Yeah.
don't know why the Razorback specifically. But yeah, the Razorback and the Whirlwind. I don't see a world where those stick around at all. I would love to be wrong.
I think the Whirlwind is more likely than the Razorback to stay, but like
okay.
I still
If
don't think
any of them were getting cut, I would agree. It probably would be the Razorback. Although, if what I'm saying is true and they're updating them and you're making a new Whirlwind, you might as well make a Razorback because it's like.
I mean,
they protect the rear turret. But
I don't think that they'll
If
update the
we're trying-
Whirlwind too, because the Heresy one exists, and they would probably just be like, buy the Heresy one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, but that's Legends. That would have to be Legends, right? Like if it's Heresy.
Well,
No,
well,
aren't they coming out with the other the normal
The-
Whirlwind?
Yeah, the Heresy's getting a
But
Whirlwind.
it's still a Heresy kit though, right?
Well, yeah, so is the Heresy Rhino.
Yeah, but there's a 40k Rhino right now and a 40k Whirlwind. Is what I'm saying. Like all the heresy stuff is legends. It's none of it's like got a data sheet that's a regular data sheet, right? Or am I wrong about that?
Well, no, you just run the you run the heresy
Right.
rhino as a rhino. You run the heresy.
There's not like a
Whirlwind as a
separate
whirlwind.
heresy rhino data.
There's not like a difference.
I guess
in
I'm
the
not
kits.
understanding your question.
Like it's like a different molding. and a different,
If the data sheet for the whirlwind is out, if the model for the whirlwind has stopped being made, then the data sheet's not going to be in the Space Marine Codex. And
Correct. Yes,
if there's
that
a
is my point.
30K heresy whirlwind, then in the new edition, that data sheet will be legends.
Yes.
If you can take it.
Yeah,
40K,
I
is
mean,
what I'm saying.
Yes.
it is.
I don't
it
think
is.
there's going to be. I don't think they're going to relegate the whirlwind to just legends. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Disagree. They're definitely going to do that.
All right, we'll see. I've heard rumors that the Rhino
Slap
chassis
bet.
is getting redone.
I've heard a lot of rumors.
I don't do slab bets anymore.
I've heard a lot.
But I think the Rhino chassis is going to get redone. I just don't think they're going to keep those two kits.
Well, when I say Rhino chassis redone, I'm talking about the whole Rhino range. If I'm just talking about the Rhino getting redone, I'll just say Rhino redone.
Well,
I'm talking about all of them. Because in my mind, if you're going to redo the Rhino chassis, you might as well redo all of them.
that's like super not true. That's like a huge waste of money. I don't think they would ever do that. If they like refresh the
guess,
Rhino,
we'll
I think
see.
it's way more likely that Predators go away. Whirlwind goes away. Razorback goes away. I think everything that's like not a Rhino would go away.
See, I think the Predator stays
they're all built off
only
the
for
Rhino.
chaos.
Yeah,
Right,
but they don't.
require additional sprues to be machined.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to put in the
Yes.
resources to like machine those additional sprues when all the people that care about
we're
Whirlwinds.
going around in circles. Let's move on to something else.
Whirlwinds are
There's
gone.
no point
Confirmed.
in continuing to do this.
Centurions obviously gone. I think we kind of covered all
I
of
hope
that.
It'll make me sad, but I think that's probably true.
It's going to make me very sad. But they're gone.
There's
Which
like
like they're
an
not even
outside-
that old either, right? But
They're not. They might survive another edition just for that.
I just think
factor.
that people they're like not popular enough.
I think that they have a weird I don't know. I think that there's enough people that do like Centurions.
I don't.
Because there's got to be more people. There's got to be more people buying Centurions than buying.
There might be now recently because fucking Paul is bad at stuff. I don't know if you ever watched his YouTube channel.
Yeah, I have.
He is like bringing fucking Centurions back, baby.
Him alone. I think has accounted for enough Centurion sales to keep them alive. But
Yeah.
to me, there's no way that Infernus squads. The box, I don't mean in a starter box, but I mean regular Infernus. Is that even a kit you could buy?
Yeah, I have.
So
one.
I don't think the Infernus squad generic kit outsells Centurions.
No, but it's new.
Sure, no, agreed. But I
There's,
think
there's an
even-
intersection of age and lack of popularity where then
Yeah.
that's where they make the decision to
yeah.
act
I
something.
mean, it's the and that's where the sort of never mind.
I think they probably don't produce that many Infernus squads because obviously they don't sell.
No, yeah.
But there's no point in them continuing to produce these.
Oh, hey, we're forgetting a big one.
Are we?
Suppressors.
Oh, what's the? Is it just suppressors?
Just suppressors.
Yeah, suppressors are gone.
Suppressors are gone. Blade Guard Ancient is on the short list.
Are suppressors one of those kits that's in the weird combo box?
They've
never sold its own kit.
They're not on their own sprue. Well, no, they are on. So the funny thing is, they are on their own sprue. I think, they're each one. I think is on a little square sprue, and there's only 2 sprues. So you make 3. You
Are they? Then why the fuck have they not?
I could be mistaken on that, but I'm pretty sure there's only 2 bodies.
No, it's got to be
for
mixed
them.
in with that version of the infiltrators or something. That's got to be the only reason that they didn't. Because what was that fucking box
Vanguard
called?
Vanguard Task Force.
Vanguard Spearhead? No, that's the detachment. Yeah.
Vanguard Task Force.
Task Force. Nope.
Yeah, it is mixed in. It is mixed in. But yeah, there's only 2 suppressor bodies, or maybe even only 1 suppressor body. No, there's.
But yeah, but like even that's weird because like the Poxwalkers have like a piece of Plague Marine on it.
Do they really?
Yeah. Oh no, like half of the fucking Eliminator sprue has suppressor on it. Like yeah, no. These are all kinds of mixed up. You can't.
Yeah, you can't split those.
Oh no. Yeah. No, they would have to like fully release suppressors.
They would have to retool suppressors entirely, and I don't think that they're going to do that.
Yeah, I just don't. They're not going to. Suppressors are dead.
Don't tell Matt.
I mean, and again,
he'll cope and say that they're not, and yeah.
Like not that Deathwatch is a great example, but the Talon Strike Kill Team, which is a new data sheet they made after shit canning Deathwatch. The Talon Strike does not have suppressors, but it has every other jump pack Marine in there. So,
RIP. Yeah, suppressors dead.
And like it sucks. I own 2 squads of suppressors. Like I don't want to see them go. I don't want to see those get legends, but like I just don't think they're gonna retool that.
I think Gilliman goes away.
Yeah.
Old.
I think that Ordo Astartes kills him.
I don't actually think Gilliman's going away.
Yeah, I mean, I heard he's getting like a refresh, but
I
don't know.
I could see that. He's one of the older. I mean, if we just got to refresh Calgar, I could see them refreshing Gilliman.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's what we need. Yep.
Ultramarines need something, right? They had that whole protest, right?
I'll eat my old Gilliman model if they come out with a new one.
Please don't. Please don't. Please don't.
I'll cook it up and I'll eat it. If a new Gilliman model comes out next edition, I will cook mine and eat it.
I don't know.
I don't know that you should say that.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it.
And I'm not like putting money on. Like I'm not putting money on it, but I just like.
I'm just putting my health on the line.
He's putting his life on the line.
Yeah,
brother, it's too much.
If I die, I die. There's no such thing.
If he dies, he dies.
Well, I think we got through it all. We covered it all. It only took 2 hours, but we did it.
I think ultimately, like, there's nothing that, even based off these speculations, there's nothing that, like, we're going to lose that's going to be that hurtful to any one faction.
Well, Matt's probably going to be very upset about suppressors.
That's true.
He's not. That's a bit. Like, he's going to be fine.
I don't know if
he has a very sentimental connection to the suppressors.
Yeah. I talked to him. I did talk to him about this, like, recently, actually. I think he'll be fine,
We'll see.
I think Ryan's going to be more sad about the Whirlwind than in the Razorback than Matt will be about.
I don't think I am.
I don't agree. Matt's going to be so pissed about suppressors.
Tune in July for Warhammer counseling with Ryan and Matt.
Where should we do like a whole therapy session for everybody that loses fucking model?
If what y'all are saying is true,
we'll get Joseph Scrimshaw on to do it.
I'll be more fascinated than anything. Honestly, oh, my light just came on. Man, we really did go long. If Loyalist Marines lose the Razorback, I hope Chaos Marines pick it up. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be cool. Oh, my audio just cut out.
Hello, everyone.
Ryan, your audio didn't cut out. We just had nothing to say.
Yeah, we didn't say anything.
Oh.
We were at a loss for words.
What's wrong with the Chaos Razorback?
because our point is that it's going away because Chaos doesn't have it. So if Chaos gets it, it wouldn't go away.
Yeah, Chaos get a Razorback.
Jesus. All right. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys join us on Monday for Orks versus Imperial Knights. That Dread Mob is going to come with their big stompy robots fighting the other big stompy robots. And then we got some more fun stuff coming down the line. We're playing some hero mode with the new Crucible of Champions rules. And then something very special at the end of the month. So make sure
Extra special.
tune in for that. And now, for real, for the last time today.
Or ever.
Or ever. It's episode 100. Maybe we don't do 101. We'll see. Have a good night, and we'll see you on Monday.